Everybody, good evening. Welcome to another edition of Poke the Woke. Edward Cho, Kevin Wall here, live from a Shared Universe podcast studio in Red Bank, New Jersey. There's a lot that we got to talk about. Man, you know those days where you're just in the mood to talk. There's so much shit going on. It's like a therapy session. And today is just one of those days for me. So let's get rocking and rolling. Edward Cho, how are you, my brother?
What's up, K-Wall?
You know, a lot has happened.
What's up, CJ?
Yeah, we got CJ behind the scenes right now. A lot has happened. So, just shit, and shit. That's life. But
I can still the music in the background.
We can still hear the music. It's all good.
I just put a little bit lower than
Yeah,
there you go. It's all good now. Okay.
Yeah, I did say that, so I apologize. It's just a tip, just a tip. That's all you need.
K-Wall!
Oh, but so much to talk about right now, and I gotta tell you, because we usually open up with sports and all that. I'm on the Bengals bandwagon, baby. I am officially on the Bengals bandwagon.
I think everybody is the little engine that could. No, fuck the little engine, man. Burrow is a stud.
He can.
What? He's a beast.
He can. I think I can. He can.
Monster. That guy is an absolute monster. I think everybody is jumping on the Cincy wagon, and why not?
Why not?
And why not? You know, the guy, the kid. You know what's great about him? Did you see his post game interviews?
Dude, he is such a savage. Those glasses, I love those.
But you see him like everyone's all usually just dressed up. That guy is in a fucking hoodie, and he's like a kid that just wants to have a good time playing football. He's the kid. Everything he does right.
He makes it so lovable. And I don't know if it's the goofiness, the child in him. I mean, I know he's a big SpongeBob fan. He'll wear these Nickelodeon type of shirts. It's hysterical. It's adorable. And he knows how to have fun. He knows how to treat the media. Yep. He fits Cincinnati well.
He fits anywhere well.
He does.
He fits anywhere well. Actually, K-Wall, to be honest, he probably belongs. He's such a big personality. Mm-hmm. He probably belongs on a bigger stage. He needs to be on a bigger stage, whether it be New York
already on
or
that stage now.
He is, but that's my point. That's my point.
So you need to get out. You need Cincinnati to be more entertaining.
No, just a bigger market.
Cloudy city.
Just a bigger market. Think how big we're talking about him right now,
right?
And how much of a stud he is, how good he is, how he plays, his mannerism. He doesn't say the wrong things. He's exactly what you want in a quarterback, in a franchise quarterback, and he happens to be on the Cincinnati Bengals.
I don't care about that.
No. Imagine this guy on the Giants. Imagine this guy on the Dallas Cowboys.
Do you really want to be in New York right now?
I'm just saying he would be a star. Not like he's not a star now, but his star would be rising. His star would be so bright you wouldn't be able to look at it.
No, I disagree. I think he's already there. It doesn't matter where he is. He's an entertaining player.
Okay, well, I'm not saying he's not a star right now. I'm saying how much brighter his star would be.
Well, it's only going to get bigger. It's only going to get bigger. And the Bengals, they're going to be a competitive team for time to come. But I think America is rooting for the Cincinnati Bengals for one reason and one reason only, and it has nothing to do with Joe Burrow. It's the world and the Bengals versus Brittany and Jackson Mahomes. No one wants to see those two people anywhere on their TVs on February 13th when the game is in Los Angeles. No one wants to see any TikToks. Brittany Mahomes actually started things again. Did you see what she did after the game?
No,
and by the way, Buffalo and Kansas City was so much.
And we're going to talk about that, but I'm glad you brought that up. I was thinking to myself, I didn't see, are they going to do anything stupid to embarrass Patrick?
Yes.
They did.
I
missed it.
So apparently,
I missed it.
So apparently she poured champagne on the stand. So I guess she was in the suite or something like that, in the family press box or whatever you want to call it. And don't get me wrong, I mean, it was a great game. It was the heat of the moment. One of the best games I've watched, in my opinion. I was going nuts. I was at work.
It was a tremendous game.
And I was so happy with 13 seconds gone. Like, Buffalo's going to the AFC Championship game. Who would have thought the Bills and the Bengals would be, battling to represent the AFC? And it was there, and then I don't know what happened with that defense.
Both defenses were trash.
It was unbelievable.
13 seconds and 30. What I see, being a Giants fan, I really have nothing invested in it. If you really, it's like I don't really care.
We're football fans.
We're football fans, so you want to see a good football game. We saw the Bills, we saw Kansas City, and it was a great game, and we all enjoyed it.
Right.
I mean, heck, we'll talk about the Buccaneers game too. That was amazing too. That was a great game too. But the Bills, here's the thing. we saw an amazing game in the Bills in Kansas City. We saw a tremendous game. 13 seconds, came back, got the field goal. They won it all. What makes Josh Allen a superstar? And outside of his play, did you see him post game?
I didn't see the words, but he said something that was pretty classy, though, I assume, right?
Totally classy. He could have totally went off and said, overtime rules are trash. I think I deserve to have the ball back. I think everyone deserves to get the ball a chance, you know? But you're trying to tell me that I'm not going to go to I'm not going to go to the championship game because of a piece of metal that flipped on the wrong side. And he was so cool about it. And he was like, look, that's just the way it happened. It's the name of the game. But being so young as he is, and being as classy as he is, it just right now, like that guy is everything you want in a quarterback. Is he super talented? Yes. Can he throw? Yes. Can he run? Yes. Does he have he all the checkpoints of making a superstar? And I'm actually kind of upset. I mean, like I said, being a Giants fan, we have nothing invested in the game.
No.
But just because you could tell he's a good dude. And Patrick Mahomes seems like a good dude, too.
His family just sucks.
His family sucks.
That's all it is.
His family sucks. But there's no doubt in my mind that Josh Allen will be there again.
Oh, absolutely.
And those two are going to battle it out over and over again.
You know what's the thing? And this is what God did. So I don't know if I told you the story, what Josh Allen and I have in common. We were both born on the same date on the same year, May 21st, 1996.
I think you brought that up. I think you brought that up at a prior podcast.
And, you know, God bless him. I love the guy. I think he's talented. He's changed Buffalo. He's changed that franchise for the next 10 years for the better.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I remember 10 years ago, there was talks that the Bills may even relocate out of Buffalo and go to Canada. Remember, Trump was involved with that.
Oh, my
trying
God.
to buy the team.
John
Bon Jovi was trying to buy the team.
Yes,
I mean, Bon Jovi. You good luck playing Bon Jovi music in the city of Buffalo. It's not going to go.
You know what?
It's not going to go.
This is.
He even said, "I'll never go to Buffalo again."
I remember when John Bon Jovi was thinking about buying a team. And he wanted a team real bad. I mean, I know he bought the Philadelphia Soul, the arena team, but that doesn't really count. But it was an NFL team. And I believe they had to move on it, like when the team was up for sale, and he had to be liquid. Like he had partners, and I think he needed something like $300 million.
Yeah, he came short with the money,
and he's not liquid. So let's think about that. John Bon Jovi, okay, John Bon Jovi, one of the greatest rock stars of all time, was not liquid $300 million. Think about that. So how rich are these owners, these CEOs of big businesses?
Well, he has to be a multi-billionaire.
I get it, but John Bon Jovi wasn't.
He's not a billionaire, though.
No, he's not. But you see my point, though? How much money it takes to own a football team, you know?
But the thing is, the money that you're making when you are the owner, you know, he would be a billionaire right now if he did buy that team.
I think it's the best. I believe someone said it's the best investment you can make because of where the cap is. So you can be the winningest. You can win like 15 games, or you can win 3 games, but the owners still make the same amount of money in revenue.
Well, it's the same thing with the Giants. You know, 4-1 team, the Jets, a 4-1 team, even the Detroit Lions. They haven't won anything in 50 years.
But you still get the money because there's a cap. Exactly.
You're still getting the money.
It's not like baseball.
But going back to Josh Allen, he's changed that franchise. I would love, if I'm a Bills fan, I would love that the fact that he's my quarterback. And I agree. I think Buffalo will get there one day. He will be there. And it's just so unfortunate Patrick Mahomes is that good. That's all it is.
He's too good.
That's all it is. But
he's a good dude too. Do you see what he did after the game? He ran across the stadium.
Yeah, and he went to go give Allen a hug and all
class
that.
Move. Two classy quarterbacks. Like you said, his family sucks.
His family sucks, but at the end of the day,
his family sucks.
Burrow,
yeah, you can see TikToks and you can see all that weird stuff, and they're going to be on. And then,
but Burrow's, he's going to be my guy. Don't be surprised if they do pull it off, which I think it's possible.
Who?
The Bengals. I think they could beat Kansas City. No doubt in my mind.
Seriously?
Yeah.
I hope you're right.
Come on. America wants to see that. America wants to see that.
I hope you're right. I don't see it happening. I hope you're right. I don't see it happening. Well, but I hope you're right. I think all of America wants to see Cincinnati Bengals.
Are you feeling good? Are you feeling good right now?
Why? What are you going to talk about?
I don't know. Sunday? You feel confident that the Bengals will not win?
Not win. Yes, I will. You want to make a bet?
$25 right here.
What?
$25.
25.
I got the Bengals. You got the Chiefs.
With straight bet?
Yes.
Seriously? $25.
Yes.
You'll see it here. Who pays who? $25.
I'm sticking my arm out for you to stick my fingers. Come on.
The big thing here is that you got to pay on air, so people
I'll
can watch.
Pay on air. No, you got to pay on air.
20. Come on.
How do you think I'm gonna get the $25 from you?
Dude, you can't be foolish here. 25.
I'm all in. I just made the bet.
It's so foolish of you. It's so foolish.
I'll even throw a steak sandwich in there. How about that? We'll parlay that.
Okay, all right, there it is, guys.
I'm not shaking on that though.
No. Here it is.
There's no in your luck. The sandwich will already be eaten.
$25 and a steak sandwich. All right, and a steak dinner.
No.
Come on,
dude.
Let's make it.
I work in radio. Come on.
We're gonna make it bigger. You got to make it bigger.
That's what she said.
Nah, come on. What do you think? we keep it there. It's a beautiful bet. It's tremendous.
$25. So
$25 and a steak dinner. Come on, stand behind your team, bro.
Whatever. Let's
stand
go.
By,
Let's
there
do
it is.
Let's do it.
Stand by. I love this guy standing behind his team.
Now,
you know what?
Now I don't know if I'm making a dumb bet right here, but I'm feeling confident.
It was
with the
absolutely ludicrous that you made that bet, but I'm so happy that you did it. It was a stupid bet, but you're my friend, and I'm glad that if you're gonna lose, you're gonna lose to a guy like me.
Well, we'll find out next week when he's buying me the steak dinner, and I got $25.
Hey, look, you know what? I'm telling you, it was a stupid bet, but you're my friend, and I could tell you it was a stupid bet.
You know what? All you need is stupid bets to roll the dice, and there's no better feeling than when it pays off.
This better not blow up my fucking face like a cheap pool
it's going
toy.
to.
It really
It's
will
going to.
next year. This blows up because I'm pretty fucking cocky right now, aren't I? You know what? I'm allowed to be cocky right now. Fuck you. I'm allowed to be cocky right now. I made the bet. It's a real bet. I know what's gonna happen, and there it goes.
Do you sing in the future right now?
I'm sorry?
Do you sing in the future right now?
Let me explain to you why it was even a better bet. Kansas City is probably, I don't know what the line is right now. If any of you guys could check it out. All right, the line is probably
It's going to be tight.
7, maybe 7. It's got to be at least 7. Someone here has got it. CJ, you got it.
Buffalo and Kansas City, I think the spread was only like 2.5 or 3.5.
It was a lot closer,
and
yeah.
the Bengals were 4.5 with the tight.
It was a lot closer. What's the spread? What's
Do we have anything yet?
what do we got here?
I think it's going to be 5.5 or 6.5.
America's losing with Jackson Mahomes dancing.
Yeah,
That's actually true too. That's actually true too. What do we got?
I got to tell you. I got to guess 5.5 or 6.5.
It's
not
gonna
going to
be
be
7.
like 2.5, but it's definitely going to be a touchdown.
Posted yet?
No, it should be posted.
It should
by
be
now.
posted by now. Yeah, 'cause you know where the
one
smart
of the
money's going.
FanDuel apps or DraftKings, whatever it is, we'll figure it out. It doesn't matter because
A
we
steak-
took the money line pretty much. We
What
shuffled the
was
money
so
line.
dumb of you? Why would you do that, dude?
Hey,
That's when I was like,
hey,
you weren't going to take any points? Of course I'm going to make that
Well,
bet.
if you're gonna walk on ice, you might as well dance. The spread, by the way, the Chiefs are
Okay.
favored by 7.
But I was right. I said 7.
The Chiefs are favored by 7.
I said 7. Did I not say 7? And that was out with me. I didn't look. 7. I took that. This guy, anyone watching and listening from here to wherever the internet takes my voice, made a bet with me that he thinks the Cincinnati Bengals are going to win money
That's
line.
right. That's right. And I
Hey.
look forward to collecting my money next week.
Okay, cool, man. I'm glad we made that bet. I'm glad we did this. It makes it, there's some juice now.
Awesome.
There's some real juice going on here, and I dig it.
Awesome. Looking forward to it. So, one thing I also want to talk about because I was in New York City over the weekend.
Doing well.
Well, I mean, I was working, so
all right, cool.
that's all I do. Just work. But hey, we got to pay the bills. Mm-hmm. So in New York City, there was news that came out yesterday with this mask mandate that it was going to be lifted, and I guess the Supreme Court, either in New York or was it the Supreme Court in like the 9 people in D.C. Anyway, I don't know who made the ruling, but the mask mandate was going to be lifted with the governor. So it was going to be lifted. Kids were going to be able to live life. They were going to be able to breathe in the classroom, as you should do when you're normal, in a normal life.
Yep.
That just got uplifted again. So it looks like the mask mandate is going to be staying in New York State. And now, I don't know about you. And when you think of New York and New Jersey, Connecticut, I don't know how it is in Connecticut, but California, all these blue states where they have all these mask mandates, it's mandatory to wear a mask. But why are the fucking cases rising up and up each day? And then when you look at Texas and you look at Florida and you look at North Carolina, it's a different era. And you're living free and you can do whatever you want. You can walk into the store and do what you want, and there's no cases. So why are we bringing back this mask mandate 24 hours after it was going to be lifted?
So with the mask mandate, what are we talking about here? So you can't go
basically
into
kids-
restaurants again, or do you have to go? Is it a school thing, or
Kids have to
what's
wear
the umbrella?
Kids have to wear masks no matter what. Even in the state of New Jersey, I know Governor Murphy said, potentially in the end of 2022, he's running for president 2024. By the way, take that to the bank. So he's going to be a little more.
Maybe we'll see. But
I can see that happening.
we'll see. Yeah.
But anyway, when these mandates, like nothing's really changing. So why are we having these mandates where you have to wear a mask? You must show proof of this. You got to walk into a store. You won't be served, or we won't even take your money if you walk in without a mask. But if the numbers are still rising up, and in other states they're saying, hey, do whatever you want. If you want to wear one, wear one. But if you don't, so be it. And the numbers are level. Listen, we're going to be living with this forever, but we can't be wearing masks forever. There's got to be a way. Eventually, we got to move on in life.
So the mask mandate is 100% in effect right now.
It's back, yeah.
Back.
So it's back today.
Full effect in effect. Okay.
Yes.
I think I heard California is the same too. Like the kids have to. I believe in California the kids have to be vaccinated to go to school. I believe.
That's crazy.
I believe that's what happened today or yesterday as well. So I mean, I guess
certain kind of mask too. They have like that crazy mask they have to wear.
Oh, like
the
the N95s and all
N95
that?
Something like
mask.
that. Yeah.
Right.
Not
So-
like a regular
Oh, jeez.
things that wear. No cloth mask.
Okay, so all right, so California has that where all the kids have to be vaccinated to go to school, and here we
So you're
have
just
it
going to
where
tell
it's
kids
the
to
mask
piss
mandate.
off? You're going to be homeschooled, be looking at a computer if you don't?
There was something. I mean, for me to even talk about it, it's kind of weird. I think I saw where people were getting upset that California made it so if you want to go to school, you have to get the shot. You have
That's
to get vaccinated.
insane.
Yeah. So that's what I.
That's insane. And we saw that with colleges. I know there's a lot of colleges in
Yeah,
the country.
we saw that with
The majority
colleges
of the
and stuff.
colleges, I feel that is a mandatory rule. And again, it's fine, but get vaccinated if you want. If not, I don't care. You know, just live your life.
If I'm vaccinated,
Yeah,
so
so
I'm
am I.
vaccinated. Hey, wait, quick question. So, because you know what's going on over there, did they actually? I'm sorry. So it happened today.
So it
It's
got
active
lifted
today.
yesterday, and then it came back again.
It came back today. Okay. So, have there been any interviews for restaurants and stuff? What they think or what business owners think about it? Was there any pushback? Did Eric Adams have this big thing?
No,
where he
I
was
don't-
like, no.
I don't think
no?
so. He's got to be more worried about the NYPD right now. What's going on?
Yeah,
out
well,
there.
that's pretty bad as well
Yeah, we'll
too.
talk
Yeah,
about that eventually.
Yeah, but you would think the mask mandates would affect. Well, now that I think about it, in the restaurants in New York, were the mask mandates ever taken away? I mean, no, right?
No,
you always
but
need.
let me tell you,
right? Am I wrong about that? I don't know.
If you show your card, a lot of places I dldidn't have a mask on in
No.
New York City.
Oh,
but
so
I
it-
showed my card.
so it was
They
just.
let you-
You know what's funny that you say that?
It was just the vaccination. Then it wasn't the mask.
for the most
Yeah.
part.
You know what's
okay.
funny that you say that because I've been into restaurants, I've been into bars recently in New York City, probably in the last month. I've probably been to 4, 5, maybe 6. I don't know. We bar hopped and had dinner wherever. I've only got asked to show proof once, and that was last April. I went to a Yankee game, and again, the CDC guidelines. didn't
Wait,
change
Yankee
yet.
game. They don't have to look. You're outdoors.
No, but this was in April because the CDC guideline changed in May. Where, I mean, we were wearing masks outside regardless at that time. That's the only time I had to show proof of a vaccination status or a negative COVID test. That was 9 months ago.
Yeah.
We're going into a new season.
Yeah.
And I've been, again, in many restaurants and bars in the city. Not once have they asked me to show proof. My buddy who went to go, he met me in the city
that's
after.
good to know. You want to go to the city, I guess.
But New Jersey, I've never.
Never.
In New Jersey, never. New Jersey,
And
no.
is it the same or better than New York? Probably.
I never had to show proof once in the
I
state
think
of New
it-
Jersey.
I mean, with cases.
Yeah, I think it's better. I think we're better.
Slightly
New York.
better, though.
Yeah, I think
Slightly
we're
better. Again, you're dealing with a big city in New York. I mean, how many people
Yeah,
live
no,
there?
yeah, 100%. But
But I don't think people care anymore. They lost so much money. And we said it last week. People have lost so much money in their business in the last year.
Yep.
They'll take any customer.
Yep.
Doesn't matter if you're vaccinated. It's true. They're trying to make a buck. They're trying to live life. You know, trying to pay the bills.
Yeah.
So I think these rules, and again, people are going to disagree. It is what it is. The thing is, we don't care. We don't care.
Kids in school, they're in the hallway. They take their mask off, and then it's not supposed
And you're the
to.
teacher. You're not being a Karen and throwing.
I never. Well, I would say put your mask on, but when they're like in the hallways, all roaming around at lunchtime. It's lunchtime. They're supposed to be eating, so you can't really say anything.
Yeah.
But you're in a classroom, and they're still pulling it down. You got to be like, here we go again.
Yeah.
Pull it up. I'm like, and I go, if I have to wear it, you got to wear it.
So now
I don't want to wear it.
These kids, they're not wearing it.
No. Well, obviously, CJ, you're a teacher. What grade do you teach?
I teach 9 through 12.
Oh, so you're a high school.
school.
Okay, so you're dealing with older kids.
Yeah. Most of them are vaccinated too, and they're like, I don't want to wear this. I'm like, I don't want to wear it either,
Listen.
but I'm wearing it. I take it off when I walk out the door, put it on when I walk in the door. It's the only place I wear a mask.
They never give me any crap though in New York or New Jersey. Philly was the only bitch. When I was in Philadelphia a couple of weeks ago,
They check for your mask or vaccination.
both.
Yeah.
So I went to one bar before a hockey game, and you had to show proof. My buddy was having a tough time because he didn't have a picture of it on his phone, so we had to like download an app. And of course, you're dealing with shitty Wi-Fi, so that's delaying you going in.
Yeah.
And then going into Wells Fargo, yeah, you had to wear a mask at all times. So Philadelphia, they're more aggressive with their rules compared to New York City.
New Orleans, you have to show
Yeah, you were just in New Orleans
Yeah.
as well.
No mask. Just you got to show your
Vaccination card.
There's no mask.
Now, how long is this going to last, though? Let's be real.
It's not going to stop.
We're living with this
just a
forever.
flu.
This is a virus that we're going to have forever.
This one is dying out now. What was it? 10,000. Now it's 4,000. So
the Omicron, right?
went down.
And you know, with the weather, it's going to get warmer eventually. It's going to die down.
There's going to be a new one because there's
another variant each time.
somebody. Well, let's just not be stupid here. We
Go through the Greek alphabet.
we all know
Kappa.
someone's benefiting from keeping this alive.
I
and
think I
well,
know who it is.
You know, so it's to put the fear into people, let's be real. To put the fear into people, to keep this alive, it's someone's getting very, very rich. Someone's getting very, very powerful, and that person.
I think I know who that person is.
That person on top is going to make sure they do everything possible that they stay on top.
But
And
listen,
unfortunately for everybody else,
everyone wants to make
stuck
money.
with it.
And listen, no one wants this to be part of our lives. But now we have to live with it. You may be making a buck, but do you realize the effect that you're giving to millions of people? People that died, people that have mental issues now, people that can't leave the house because they're living in fear because they're watching the news all day.
Yep.
That's all. Do you realize the damage that you're giving to people? And the sad thing is they don't care.
School's suffering like crazy.
Like, I can't imagine being 12. Thank God I graduated college because I'm telling you, there's no way in hell I would be able to be a student in college these days. There's no way.
No.
I wouldn't be able to live with the rules.
No,
I would get in
pretty bad
trouble,
right
and then
now.
it would get to a point where I just say, all right, the hell with you guys. I'm out of here.
And
I'll
you
go to
went-
trade school.
And you went to a liberal school, didn't you?
Well, I mean, what school is not liberal?
Well, that's true. That's very,
Unless
very
you go
true,
to
but-
like the University of Alabama. I don't know what their status is, but
Yeah, I think Florida State. You got anything in Florida, Texas, you're probably going to get a little bit.
again,
of,
I mean, the politics didn't really make an impact of whatever, but I know what my school, my alma mater, and don't get me wrong, I love that school. They gave me the best 4 years of my life, made me a man. But with these rules now, I wouldn't be able to be me. I wouldn't be able to be me. And I know, listen,
it's the new normal, my
I got
friend.
a short tongue.
It's-
So I would make my opinions known. I don't think I would be liked.
it's the new normal. But you wouldn't be like. First of all, anybody that's anyone against the woke culture, anybody against like anything that goes against what hurts people's feelings, is, we're gonna be outcast.
No, it is what it is.
Hence, we have this podcast. There are people that aren't crazy about this podcast, and they're like, you know what? Look, there's people. They're my friends that are liberal.
Yeah.
and good for them. And I got no problem.
here.
I got
Same
no
here.
problem with them being liberal. And they won't even listen to this podcast. Just
for their sanity?
Just for the name of Poke the Woke, right? They're like, I'm
God.
not even gonna, and these are friends that were like, I'm not going to listen to it, Ed, because I know we're not going to agree. And I was like, we're not going to agree. But here's the thing. If you want to be liberal, and you want and you want to love all this stuff, good for you.
Yeah.
As long as you don't run it down my throat and want to make and call me wrong, misogynistic, racist because I don't agree with you.
That's all they got.
Don't I don't care. You just I don't care what you. I don't just. I'll believe what I believe. You believe what you believe.
Yeah,
It's
we shake
really,
hands,
what it is.
We grab dinner and beer after.
But
and that's it.
But here's the problem with the people on the far left. It's the fact that if you don't agree with them, then they have this they have this vision of you of being the devil, this evil person that's trying to ruin society, and that's where it gets a little bit weird. And I just kind of roll my eyes, and then God forbid you roll your eyes at a liberal. Oh my God, God forbid you roll your eyes at a liberal person, and you're like, oh my God, he's not paying attention because he's a racist. And I was like, okay, I can't roll my eyes. I'm chinky. Okay, I'm racist. Okay,
You said that. I didn't say that.
I'm racist. Is that what you're trying to tell? I'm racist. Okay, I got slanty eyes. Right? I'm racist. Come on now, man.
Saying it, the Karens.
Yeah. But you can't.
Speaking of Karen,
the thing is, you just can't say you're a racist just because you don't agree with somebody's narrative. Doesn't make you misogynistic. Doesn't make you racist. Doesn't make you wrong. It's just simple.
Speaking of Karens, I don't know if you saw this video, and CJ, if we can find the video, we'll put it on the screen. But there was this woman that was in a grocery store. I saw this yesterday or sometime earlier today. It was in California.
Who is this?
It was this lady getting dragged out of the grocery store by this masked Karen. And again, that's California, so I guess that's like the new normal out there. I don't know who it was, but this lady is getting dragged out out of the grocery store. And again, this just happened a couple days ago.
Why is she getting dragged out?
Because
what?
she refused to wear a mask. And someone took her keys, and apparently
She's getting dragged out?
She got dragged out. She got dragged out. This, again, was 2 days ago.
Okay, here's the thing. Now, once again, if it gets to the point of that and you're surrounded by that, just, you might just want to bite the bullet and just walk out and just be like, I don't need to be here.
The thing is,
It doesn't have to get that far.
Like,
it doesn't get that far.
It doesn't, but like, why are you going out of your way to do damage like that? Listen, we all have opinions and all that, but you're going out of your way and you're willing to like try to hurt somebody just because you disagree with them and all that. That I have a problem with.
But like I said, here's the thing: if she's not putting on a mask and everyone's getting in her face, at that point, you know what? You got to maybe just. I understand your belief, but maybe just be look. I don't want to cause a fuss. I'm just gonna leave.
Yeah.
But why? I mean, why cause a tiff? It doesn't make a sense. Why do that? I get it. I understand too. They might have taken it. They might have taken it a little bit crazy. You didn't need to maybe hurt her, drag her out. But if you're surrounded, and you're causing. Listen, if you're causing the problem, everybody else there. If everybody else there is, wearing a mask,
yeah,
and you're the outcast and you're causing the problem, and you think just leave, just leave, and you don't need to cause problems.
No, I agree.
It's not necessary.
There was one time.
It's not necessary.
And CJ, I'll find the video for you. Don't worry. But there was this one time. This was a year ago, where I was in the Panera Bread, and I was just sitting there waiting for my food. I had my laptop. I was just minding my own business. And the manager went out of the way. You have to put a mask on. And just
when was this?
This was last September, so September 2020.
Wait, hold on. You were sitting. How are you gonna eat?
No, exactly. You gotta fucking cut your cloth. I guess.
Wait, so you were sitting down?
I was sitting there. I was doing work. I was on my computer, on my phone, minding my business, waiting for my food. And they said, "Yeah, you gotta wear a mask right now, just because you're not physically eating or drinking water right now." And right there and then, I got up. I got up and left. I paid for food that I did not even eat. This was in your neck of the woods too, in East Brunswick.
Get your food back.
I just got up and left.
That's really taking it to the extreme, because if you're sitting,
you went out of your way, yeah. And I ordered food. It's like that family in New York City that they sat down, they ordered their food, and then someone said, "Hey, you didn't show proof of anything."
Oh, they all left.
And they all left.
Oh my God!
It was kind of like that situation.
Yeah. That's.
I mean, I didn't make it a big deal. Of course, it was just me.
Yeah.
It was in the middle of the day.
But that's it.
2:30 on a Thursday.
This guy took it to. This guy works in the world of idiocy. Obviously, right? He just does. And you were the bigger man. You're like, you know what? I don't need this nonsense.
No, but people.
But you didn't be dragged out. You know what I'm saying? You didn't have to do any of that nonsense. So.
But it was just ridiculous. And this poor woman. And again, who knows what she said prior? You only see the 30-second clip of her getting dragged out. Number one, you shouldn't be physically touching somebody just because of that. Yeah. But again, she could have said something that was off camera. Who the hell knows? But just going out of your way and getting into fights over that verbal I can see here and there, but it's not worth it. It's not worth it.
It's not worth it.
And you should never get physical with that. But that's the world that we're living in right now.
Some people get crazy. Some people they're crazy, man. They if you don't wear a mask or you do, or you got a Karen. People right now just I think people need something to be upset about.
No, exactly.
It's like people. There's two things. One, I think people need something to be upset about, and number two, I honestly think there are people that are just professional victims. What do you mean professional victims? The professional victims. They're like Karens out there. Oh my God, get away from me. Oh my God, you're a racist. Oh, they're victims.
They got,
but they're professional victims. Like they need to be victimized.
No, it's because
because they have an agenda, and that's just how they're going to sensationalize it.
Yeah, because you're miserable 55-year-old virgins with 4 cats at home. You got nothing to do but to watch Joy Behar on The View. You get news.
Oh God, she annoys me so much.
You hear Joy, you hear Whoopi. You get the news from them, and then that's where the misery is. That's where it comes from.
You know what's amazing? You got a woman named Whoopi and a girl named Joy, right? And they're the two most miserable people in the world. Mm-hmm. Their names are Whoopi and Joy.
I mean, look what they look like.
Oh yeah, that too.
No dude wants to get the rocks off with that.
Yeah, you can't. I feel bad for Whoopi though, because Whoopi was never good looking, but boy, No, but boy, she is a good actress. Whoopi Goldberg is a good actress.
She is.
She's a good actress, right? So even
She used to be very funny though.
she used to be funny. She used to be funny.
So did Joy too. Did you
Joy
ever
was a
find
comic
Joy
too.
funny?
Joy was a comic too. I never found her funny.
You never found her funny.
I never found her funny. But I can't take away from Whoopi's talent of being an actress. You know, she just happens to be a left wing nut job now. but she's a very she's a good actress. She's talented.
What conservative host or analyst or whoever? I know we've had Meghan McCain, Elizabeth Hasselbeck. There's so many down the list. DJ, who was the DJ chick? Candace Cameron, right? The Full House girl. Yeah, she was on there for a little bit.
Yeah.
You're getting paid to be on TV. Like, listen, congratulations. We're gonna hire you. You're gonna be on TV in the midday every day, ABC, 11 o'clock. You're gonna have a big audience. But here's the con: you got 4 left-wing women that will attack you, and they don't care. I mean, Meghan McCain, she was her own little craziness.
I was about to.
She had nothing other than the father victim card.
Yeah,
that's all she had.
Elizabeth held her own during the.
Oh, I loved Elizabeth.
She
Beautiful
did
too.
She did hold her own. She did hold her own. But she said some stupid. Everybody says some stupid stuff. You know, what I'm saying? Right, left. They both say.
Listen, I've said some stupid stuff.
Of course, we all say some stupid stuff. But yeah, it was the same thing. It's why I liked why Sanjay Gupta was on Joe Rogan. He knew he was walking in. He knew he was walking
is that
into
the
the
CNN
snake
doctor?
pit. Yeah, he knew he was walking into the snake pit, right? But he was like, you know what? I'm gonna walk into the snake pit. I'm the CNN physician, and I'm gonna have Joe Rogan, talk to me about ivermectin, talk about COVID. And he
talking like a man.
And he pretty much said everything that, like, he's like, well, maybe they were wrong about this. And he knew Joe wasn't going to be like, he was like, why would CNN lie about it? Why? Mm-hmm. And then he was like, well, let's talk about this. And Joe's like, no, let's not talk about this. Let's talk about, let's give me an answer first. But here's the thing. I have more respect for Sanjay Gupta now, Dr. Sanjay.
Because he went in there, he knew he was going to take the bullet. Yeah,
exactly. He got in there and he did exactly, and he held himself okay. You know what I'm saying? But I have respect for the guy. I don't mind. He's on CNN, and that's still a joke network, and I understand that it is. But I like that guy.
No, I agree.
I like
me
that guy.
Personally, I don't like watching the news anymore.
I dig that.
But it is what it is. But also, I don't know if you saw this article. Speaking of Rogan and Spotify,
yes,
Neil Young. Did you hear this story?
I did. It's either me or
It's either me or Rogan. And guess what? You know what Spotify is going to say to you, Neil Young? See you later. See ya.
Which is a shame. You know why that's a shame? Because Joe Rogan, Neil Young, I mean, he's a Rock and Roll Hall of Famer. So it just so happens that he went far left, and he's far left, and fine. If he is, I respect that. But for you to put an ultimatum and be like, you know what, take my catalog out of here or censor Joe Rogan, you don't do stuff like that, because that makes you look petty. It makes you look petty. It makes you look small. It doesn't help his legacy.
Lose like half your fans.
You're already losing half
lose
your
like
fans.
half your fans. You don't do stuff like that.
And listen, Joe, whether you like him or not, and Joe Rogan, he has pissed off a lot of people.
Yeah.
Which I love personally. I love.
He's awesome, no matter what. If you agree with him or disagree with him,
awesome. He's an alpha. He is your total alpha.
I believe last week he was wrong about something, wasn't he? Like, it was all over he was actually wrong.
What did he say?
I don't know. I think they fact checked him.
Yeah.
And he was wrong on something.
But he'll admit to it, though. He'll admit
and he was kind of like,
Still,
but
it's freedom of speech. We can say what we want.
Exactly.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
let him talk.
Mm-hmm.
And you're also paying him $100 million.
Exactly.
You know what that breaks my heart, or it doesn't break my heart, but I was actually looking for the old episodes on YouTube. I forgot. Part of the deal was with Spotify, the full episodes had to be taken off YouTube, and I was looking for the one. It was with Artie Lang, and that was a great interview, by the way. This when he was sober.
Mm-hmm.
Rogan actually flew out to New York in whatever studio, and it was one of the funniest interviews I've ever heard. I mean, you're talking to one great storyteller and another guy that knows how to run a podcast or run a show. You put those two together. I mean, I put him up over, or I wouldn't put him up.
Joe Rogan? You mean?
No, but I would compare that episode to one of Diaz's episodes, and we know how Joe Diaz is on Rogan.
Yeah.
He may have 1,500 milligrams of THC in the system.
Oh my God, that guy's
but it still made great. It still made great radio or great audio.
You know what makes great radio? I don't know if you guys agree with me or not, but we all listen to Joe Rogan, right? Mm-hmm. We all love Joe Rogan, right?
Yeah.
When I think what makes great radio is when they're actually not trying to be funny. Like when they actually
It's
have
just an honest conversation.
when they
Just
have
randomly
real
is
content.
funny.
When they
Yeah.
have real content and they'll say something that's banter that's funny, you know. But when they have somebody and they're having real conversation and you're really getting something out
And
of
it's honesty.
yeah, you're getting something out of the podcast. I think that makes better for Joe Rogan's sake. When I listen to Joe Rogan's podcast, that's what I have. That's what I enjoy, and he's very real. Like, and he's only a few people. Like you know what? This upsets me. I'm a big Joe Rogan fan, and people know that I'm a big Joe Rogan fan. I love Joe Rogan. Yes,
Tell me something that we don't know.
exactly. You love him. We all love him. And this is what sucks. And I love radio. This is why I'm doing. I love radio. And I used to love Howard Stern. I can't even stomach that guy anymore.
Same.
I
Talk
can't,
about
I
a
can't
guy
even
that went
stomach
batshit
him.
crazy.
Did you hear what he said like 2-3 days ago?
It was about COVID, telling the unvaccinated to fuck off. I'm not putting in the hospital.
I actually have
Go
it here.
die.
Yeah, look
Who
at this.
says that?
Oh my God. He actually said here, right? I actually put it up because he's like, now if you don't get it, he's talking about the vaccine,
vaccine,
obviously. Yeah, he's like, you get the vaccinated. They think they're going to become magnetized if they take the vaccine. And he added that it's quote unquote, it's time for all eligible Americans to get the vaccine. Now, if you don't get it, in my America, all hospitals would be closed to you. You're going to go home and die.
Who says that?
Howard Stern said, look, I don't know about you, but are we all
That wouldn't be America then.
Are we all Howard Stern fans?
Howard's my idol. You know
Are we all
that.
Howard Stern fans?
I haven't listened to him in years though.
But you were, right?
I was.
Do you know why he's famous? He's famous because he totally went against
Everything.
Like he was all
He's
against like,
turned to
the
everything he
First
was against.
Amendment and everything. So he was like, yeah. So the thing is, he totally turned. Like I don't know what's going on. Why? Like this is the most ridiculous. I can't. It hurts
Just
me to
telling
say.
people to die.
I can't. You know what's going to end up happening, and I never hope this happens. But because he said that, somebody he loves is not going to be vaccinated, and then they're going to pass away or something, right? Or God, I hope it doesn't happen. You can go to him and be like, "Are you happy now, Howard?"
I disagree with that.
You okay with that, Howard? And Howard, I don't know. He's so far crazy right now, left,
Yeah.
right? He might be like, yeah, you know what? He was my best friend for 15 years, but he didn't get vaccinated. So what? He went and they wouldn't treat him. In my America, he dies. This is my America.
Can you imagine if he ran for president?
He's dead. Hey, that's too bad. And I'm just saying, right? Are you guys? Can you see Howard Stern saying something like that? Yes or no? Or is that a little bit too out of the?
Well,
crazy?
he said
Tell me now.
I heard
Not
the audio.
after
He said
watching
it.
Private Parts.
Yeah,
But can you see him saying something like that or no?
I can't.
I can't.
Really?
I can't. Well,
Well, do you think
I
you-
can now.
So why not?
I can now.
Yeah, right now is what I'm saying.
But
Let's
I
just
mean,
say.
like, I just
let's
can't
say his.
imagine the way he was.
Yeah, exactly.
When he is now.
Can we get Fart Man back?
Let's say.
Can we just get Fart Man back?
That's all.
Well,
There
we
you
can
go.
laugh.
Exactly.
Get Artie back. Who cares if he's nodding on heroin? He made great fucking radio.
Do you think he would be happy? This is honestly, I'm putting you guys on the spot, and I don't care, right? Fucking, I don't give a shit. If his best friend wasn't vaccinated, of a childhood friend, and he died of COVID because they didn't treat him, would he be happy?
No, I don't think so.
You don't think he'd
Pardon
be
me,
happy? What?
pardon-
You don't think he'd be happy? He said it.
But you know what's the thing, though?
Do you think he'd care? You're right. Happy might be a little bit. Do you think he'd care? Do you think he'd care that his best friend died and he wasn't vaccinated?
Well, here's
honestly, answer yes
Wait,
or no.
well, Ed, let me talk first.
Okay.
Let me talk. What I think, I pray it was more of a shtick. And listen, we all have shticks on the air. You know, you
It's
can
not a
take it,
shtick.
but for someone to say that, and his whole life has changed in the last 15 years. I would say after the Artie days, the show started changing. I don't know anyone that really listens. I can't even listen to the show.
Yeah.
His friends that he loved and that helped made the show are out of his life completely.
Mm-hmm.
Once you're done with Howard, or like if you move on, new job, he cuts you off completely. So the people that he knows now are the celebrities, people that he wanted to be with, but he was so against over the years. And I think he's just so brain dead now, or brainwashed. Brainwashed is the right word. That he doesn't have any friends that are on that or against it. It's either his way or the highway.
Well,
and
like I
people
said-
will kiss his ass. And again, he's dealing with all the Hollywood celebrities now.
Okay, well, it was a hypothetical. So the question was, if one of his friends did
Yes.
that, do you think he would be upset? Not happy. Happy might
I
be.
would hope.
Happy
I
might
would
be a
hope
little.
so. Yes,
You
I would.
think-
I think. Yeah, absolutely.
Even though he said that.
At the end of the day, someone has a heart, and you can say things that you may not mean in the heat of the moment.
He,
I
in
mean,
the
what
moment,
he said,
he wasn't angry when he said that. He
There's
just
a lot
happened
of
to
things
say
he
it.
doesn't mean over the years, so I'm sure he.
but like that. Though,
This one's pretty heavy-handed. In my
this is a
America,
heavy- yes.
in my America, you're going to go home and die.
I'll tell you what, though, if that doesn't say Sieg Heil, I don't know what does. The good thing we don't have Howard Stern as president of the United States.
And I'm sorry, guys. If you're on a medium platform like that and you're one of the most popular DJs that ever walked this earth, and you say something like that, it just shows me right there that if something disgusting happened to a friend or a family, I'm gonna think to myself, here, he just doesn't care. You don't say stuff like that.
No.
Especially, this isn't paraphrasing. This is quote unquote that he said that. So
it was a whole new low.
This might come out like really harsh, and I'm coming out to be the bad guy here because I can see you guys backing off a little bit, and that's fine. That's fine. I see both you guys being like, well, that's good, but I'm going full on in here, and I'll go full on in here and think that, you know what, I think at this point in his life,
He doesn't care.
if something happens, he wouldn't care. Now, like I'm sorry, guys, like. I'm going all in on that.
That's okay.
I'm going to get shit on it. You know what I'm saying?
That's
It's
okay.
Yeah, I'm going to
That's
get
even better
crap
for
on
the
it.
show, actually.
Yeah. Someone's got to take the bullet. Someone's got to be the guy to be like, this is how I feel. It's got to be this guy.
None of us in this room listen to him anymore, so he lost that.
Exactly. Exactly.
I don't even listen to Sirius anymore.
So there's it's gross. I'm like, exactly. It's I like the people. I like the people that he was with. You know, and I'll associate to the people that he was with in the 90s and 2000s.
Mm-hmm.
And those are my new friends and new people. But this guy, you say something like that,
yeah,
I'm done with
And I know you got friends that were friends with him in part of that show. So
You like Jackie the Joke Man or Stuttering John?
I do.
boy.
I do. I like old school Stern. So I just happen to like old school. This
if
stuff
you
is
go
new.
on my YouTube and like look at my recent history and like my it's videos during the early days. Like it was just entertaining, and it was like a podcast.
It was on E. Remember it was on E?
I wasn't
when he
around, I wasn't
E,
around
yep.
for that one.
Yep, he was on E.
I
and
wasn't
he was
around
on-
for that one.
Yeah, you were young.
That's
I
what-
wasn't even born yet.
No, probably not.
That's
I used
when
to
Howard-
watch it as a kid on E late at night all
Yep.
the time.
So what was the difference with E? Was it like his own show at the time,
It
or
was-
was it like the best of Howard? Like
No.
what was
Kind of
it?
like an extension.
It was like the show that they had on NEW when it was 92.3.
It was the camera in the studio,
And then
you
it was-
could see
yeah,
the
right.
stuff that they're talking about.
Oh, so it was like a video simulcast then, and they just.
they got away with it then more.
Oh, can you imagine that stuff on today?
It wouldn't be on there.
It wouldn't
be on today?
It wouldn't be on today.
There's stuff that even 10 years ago, like that you'll be like, wow, like
I'm bringing that back. I'm gonna have a podcast soon, right? Where I'm bringing that back, where people aren't gonna be afraid to say what I fucking said. You know what I'm saying?
There we
Where
go.
people, I'm fucking bringing it back. I don't care because there's got to be people out there that have enough guts to go after it. You know what I'm saying? And not be like, well, Howard was okay, and this is what he was crazy. No, this is what he meant.
you know what's funny though? You know what's funny? Like he's done a lot of crazy things back in the day, but it's amazing how you can't find any of that on the internet today. You can probably see written quotes, but you don't see the physical video or
Yeah.
you don't hear the audio. He knows somebody on YouTube. He doesn't want to be part of YouTube. He made that well known even back in 2009.
Yeah.
It's all gone. If something gets uploaded 3 days later, it's
It
gone.
takes down.
So if you find something on YouTube, you got to find a way to download it, save it, and keep it forever. Because
Yeah.
the second that he sees something or his people see something, it's off immediately. And he knows.
I'm just waiting for the guy to retire.
No, I agree. He's
there-
here for another 5 years too. And he's never going back to his studio.
There's more
He's never
talent,
going back to New York City.
And take off that fucking wig. Take off that fucking wig.
I would love to see what his real hair looks
Yeah,
like.
take off the fucking wig, dude. You're not fooling anybody. Take the fucking shit off.
Can you imagine being 65 years old and wearing a wig like that?
It's Howard.
If that was not your real hair.
You know what? You know what kills me? It just
Dude,
kills me.
I get it. He was my hero too. He's the reason
Right.
why I became into radio. So I understand how sensitive you are and how it really hurts you that your idol, your hero, went down that line.
How great would he be if he stayed the same?
I think I lost him when Opie and Anthony was going against him. When it was like Opie and Anthony.
And O&A, yeah.
Because I was a big O&A fan.
Whoop him out Wednesday.
Whip him out Wednesdays, baby. Yeah.
Nice.
We're in the.
I'll never forget listening to the church thing,
I was
driving
about
in
to
my
say,
car
didn't they
with
get
my
two
windows
people to
open.
bang at St.
That's how they
Patrick's?
got fired.
That's what they got. Yeah.
I was driving in Red Bank, windows down, car next to me, windows down. We were crying, laughing at the light.
Did you see the? You saw what was going
No,
on?
we were just in Red Bank. That was New York City. But
yeah,
we're
yeah.
listening to it live, and they were having sex in the church at that time. I've never forget it. I was making a left on Red Bank. I'll never forget it. I was I've never laughed so hard in my
Wait,
life.
so did they have like
brilliant.
the phone
It's
on
tremendous.
with the couple?
Yes,
and
it
they
was
were on
on with
speaker
them.
and they're just banging
Yeah.
in one of the pews.
they had a lady.
It was.
There was a strip club down the road here across from Toys R Us for years.
Yeah.
There was a lady they had on there. Yeah. It was a little bar and it said great burgers. And it had, I'll tell you, they were the best burgers. But there would be, naked women on the bar. And
Barbecue sauce and
there was
chlamydia.
a lady there who had a knife fetish, and she was always on Opie and Anthony. And they said the girl from Eatontown at this place, and they do her knife fetish, and they just put her on, and she would do it on the show, and you would just hear moans and moans and moans and
Oh my
moans.
God.
That's just great radio.
It was insane.
Oh, can you imagine working for the FCC back in?
Of course, we all went to the strip club.
Of course.
You have to.
It's great. It's got
Great burgers, though, right?
Great burgers.
Where are we going for dinner, by the way?
We'll figure that out. Where we going next week when I win that bet, brother?
Well, I'm gonna be eating a steak sandwich and $25.
I'm so glad I made this bet.
You're gonna be pissed,
My
broke,
partner-
so you can go to Burger King
my
and get
partner-
a $2 burger.
my partner-
That's all you're gonna be able to afford now.
All I'm gonna think about is my partner buying my dinner, and I'm gonna make sure I put all the fixins on.
Oh, you get to be the sauté onions and the mushrooms.
It's gonna be a fun game, dude. We should watch it together. It'd be a fun game.
I gotta work, unfortunately.
Oh, you do?
Yeah,
Okay.
Unfortunately, I gotta work.
All right. Well, I'll call you and make sure. But
You can call me.
It'd be a fun game.
You
fun
can
game.
call me. I gotta work Super Bowl Sunday too. I gotta work during the game. I'm producing the game.
Oh, that's awesome. It's at SoFi this year, right?
Yeah, it's in LA,
yeah.
which is surprising
Why?
because the NFL, they were even having talks not too long ago about potentially relocating the game just because California's laws are so fucking nuts. They were gonna move it to Dallas. Like there were talks about that.
Wow, really?
But it's obviously not gonna happen.
Did you hear? Because they're talking on SoFi Stadium, what they're doing. They're because last time they played, the 49ers apparently have the Rams number. So what they're doing is they're only selling tickets if you live in Los Angeles. If you live in San Francisco, you can't go to the game.
I love that, honestly.
But you know what's
Talk
gonna
about home field advantage.
But you got to think to yourself, there's a lot of San Francisco fans in Los Angeles. Like that place is still going to be, you know what I'm saying? You got to think that. I don't know. But that's kind of a Bush League thing to do, right? It's like you're going to stop, really? Because it's going to affect the communication because the fans are going to be too loud. You don't do that.
I love it
You
personally.
don't do
I
that.
love it. I love it. I need home field advantage any way
You
I
don't
can.
do that. Stop it.
Ticketmaster or StubHub,
Stop
whoever
it.
it was.
You got to
You're from San
stop
Francisco.
the
Yeah.
nonsense.
I love it. Come on. Let's say if you were a Ram fan, you're one game away from the Super Bowl. You're facing a divisional rival, a team that you hate. There's history. The 49ers are a historic franchise. You need every home field advantage whatsoever. You are not welcome here. And again, it's California. They do whatever the hell they want.
The only reason I'm kind of rooting for LA, the Rams, is Stafford. He's the only reason.
Odell.
And
Odell.
And that's the only reason. Outside of that, do you really care? You know what I'm saying?
No. I'm all in for the Bengals.
Well, you and me both. I think America.
And
is. I think America.
And
is,
whoever, and if let's say the Bengals do win.
Oh, I'm not to cut you off. I apologize, but
okay.
and this is why it upsets me a little bit to make that bet. The question you'd ask me is, who do I want plus who do I think? I think Kansas City's going to win. You know, who do I want? Yes, of course I want Cincinnati. I mean, a little bit, my friend. I actually kind of hope I lose this bet. I'm being serious. I'm being serious.
Well, you are. Because I see in the future.
Look at this guy. But,
I got 20/20 vision, baby.
But I kind of hope a little bit that if I lose, it's almost a win-win for me. So if I lose, fine. You know what? I give my friend $25 and I go out to dinner with my friend. Right?
Awesome. Yes.
Okay. Right. But if I win, I mean if I lose, then that's what did I just say? If I
You're all over the place, brother.
no, if
What you drinking?
I know, right? One of those beers. If I okay, once again, if I lose, no big deal, right? $25, I take it with my friend.
Yeah.
If I win, I'm happy because I'm rooting for Cincinnati, you know, and they go, so I'm happy on both ends. So not so bad. Not so bad. Not a bad bet.
Well,
An Outback Steakhouse or a nice upended steakhouse?
Outback. I'm not a big Outback Steakhouse fan, by the way.
Really,
There's
CJ?
something about. I'll take it to Texas Roadhouse. How about that? We'll have some peanuts. We'll have some peanuts. I was actually at Texas Roadhouse last night.
Yeah.
I had a dinner date with my mom. It was awesome.
All right.
Well, I was in Pennsylvania, so all day. So
Okay,
I
that's
had
nice.
something to do. It was a long day, and then I personally want to go home.
We're in Red Bank. Is there a steak place in this in this beautiful new studio?
Oh, what's that nice steakhouse? The fancy one. The Situation, like Jersey Shore went there, and
In Red
I
Bank?
don't. Yeah, Baker Mayfield even went there when they were in the Met. Yeah, it's Red Bank.
You want to go there? The Chiefs Chiefs are gonna win. You're gonna have to.
No, I know that.
You know what? You know what's gonna?
But I'm talking about
this guy's
right
gonna
now.
Yo, we're gonna go to Fridays. So we're gonna
Fridays.
We're gonna get a 2-steak dinner at Fridays.
A
with
chili
Applebee's,
steak.
A chili
2 for $20 at Applebee's. We get mod steak. That's all that matters.
That's what this dickhead's gonna give me, asshole.
Take them to wet market.
The wet market.
Like, what's your beef in Rumson if that's still around?
No,
Idiot.
that's not what it's called. No, in all seriousness, no. There's this nice steakhouse in Red Bank. I forgot what it's called. It's only open during the night.
Murphy's?
No, it's not Murphy's.
That's actually not bad there.
Oh, I bet it's. I mean, something that sounds like that. I bet you can't mess up a steakhouse though, especially in a city like Red Bank.
yeah, you can.
No, you can't. If you're not a Fridays,
you can fuck up a steak. I mean, that's. You can do
you're
that.
telling me a steakhouse in a city like Red or town like Red Bank, in the borough, one of the hottest places in Monmouth County, and it's not a TGI Fridays or an Applebee's, and you got a steakhouse, you can't F that up. No way.
It's amazing.
Good.
It's amazing what can happen, man. Like weird things happen, bro.
You know, I went to when I was in college freshman year, we actually went to Texas Roadhouse. And this fucking douche, not
Oh,
me,
shit.
one of the kids that we went with, he had the audacity. So the steak was undercooked. He brought it back. Then the steak was slightly overcooked for him. And he said, I need a new steak. Now, I never worked in the restaurant business, so I don't know. I know our buddy Mike, who's here. He worked at a Texas Roadhouse. But would you really make someone reorder or like redo your meal and not expect it to be spit on or snot? Is
Well, here's the thing. How polite?
no, he was a Karen about it.
Oh, he's a Karen about
Yeah,
it?
he was douchey about
Because
it.
if you're polite and you're like, I don't want to be that guy, but listen, and then I mean, if you're really polite, and be like, I'm sorry, but it's just not. To my
Nah, he
liking.
was like, you messed up my steak. I'm not eating this.
But if it was polite, how would that have gone? If it was really, look, I'm sorry, but I just want to enjoy my meal. I come here.
But for me, I
saying.
would bite the bullet. If you mess it up, if it's well done, it is what it is. I'm still here with my friends. We're gonna vibe. I'm hungry. It's getting late. I don't have another hour.
You want to enjoy your meal, though.
Listen, for me, I
It's a
don't mind.
steak. It's
I
not-
don't
it's
mind
not-
well done steak.
It's not like
on
a
top of
burger.
that.
It's a steak. It's a burger. I mean, it's a steak.
But
It's a-
he actually had them go back and remake it,
yeah, I mean, all right.
and that's another.
Some
45
people
minutes.
do that. I would never do that.
This ain't Burger King.
yeah.
You don't get you don't get your your redo meal 2 minutes later.
By the way, Char was that?
No, it's
Char
not that.
Or Danny's Steakhouse.
No, it's something.
Char was here,
The
wasn't
Butcher
it?
Box.
Char's
Is it the
here.
Butcher
Yeah.
Box? Butcher Box.
I don't know that one.
You never heard of it?
I know Danny's and Char.
It might have been Char. I know Char's there. Yeah.
I think it's called the Butcher Block. I'm sorry.
That's
It's in
your
Red Bank. I remember. Yeah, I know the Jersey Shore crew. They
Is it
had
still here?
dinners there. Yeah, it's in Red Bank. Or no, it's in Long Branch. I'm sorry.
The Long Branch. We'll see. There's the
close
difference.
enough. Close enough.
I am not going to Long Branch to get you dinner, dickhead.
Oh, please. You know what? You
Long
deserve
Branch. I heard that's
TGI
a really
Fridays.
good one, though. It's a
It's
really
what?
good. That's a really good. It's Long Branch. Yeah.
Long
very,
Branch?
very
Pier
good.
Village, man.
Very good.
Okay, so
Roadies? No. What's that?
So, hold on,
What's
so is
that,
that-
seafood place in Long Branch? Very good. My mom loves it there.
is that the bet now? We're gonna go there to $25.
No.
and
No, $25.
We're gonna get a camera crew to follow us. If you don't think I'm not gonna get a camera crew to follow us
I'm
for
all
this,
in for
man,
it.
like fucking, I was like, you're paying me $25.
No. You're paying me
ordering this.
because the Bengals are going to have an upset.
Just tell Ming and he'll bring the whole podcast.
Yeah, can we get Ming?
we
We'll do a
might
show
have
there.
to.
Why
We
not?
might have
Go
to.
podcast
We
at
might have
Chili's.
to.
Can we get Ming on the phone?
I
and
love this
confirm
guy's confidence. I'm not gonna lie. The guy's confidence is like.
CJ, can we get Ming on the phone and confirm this?
Yeah, get Ming on the
We'll
phone.
have him call in. All right, we'll have him call in.
Get Ming on the phone right now.
He's producing another show at the moment.
It's not
Yeah,
as
but
important-
this
it's
is-
not as
but this is
important as
bigger,
ours.
though.
Yeah, it's not as important as ours. So whose is it? If it's anybody less famous than us, then fuck it. Which is,
Exactly. Get Ming on the phone.
you know what? Have him on the
next
phone.
week.
All we need is like 30 seconds of his time. 30 seconds of his time.
You can
And
do a
then
lot
we'll
in
set up.
30 seconds, by the way.
We can do a lot apparently in 13 seconds.
So,
Like go to the championship game.
Oh, that would be nice.
All right, let's see if we can get him. Let's see if we can get him. And I was like, he's gonna follow us.
I don't have a wire for my phone.
Well, we'll talk to him
that's
after.
right.
We'll,
Yeah,
we'll
yeah.
get it set up. So,
No, it's okay. It's okay. It's
Bengals are going to the Super
put him on-
Bowl, and
you
I'm
put
getting
him,
paid
you
a
put him on
steak.
speaker and throw me the phone. And that's it.
So anyway, news broke during while we've been on the air for the past 55 minutes. I know
shit,
we're
what's
running
up?
out of time.
Yeah, what's up?
MLB baseball, they had their Hall of Fame list. So Barry Bonds did not get in the Hall of Fame.
Oh, I thought you were talking about what's going on with the strike. I mean, that's the holdout, but that's what.
No, that we can talk about that a different day.
Okay,
But
Barry Bonds. Yes,
Barry Bonds is not in.
doesn't surprise me.
A-Rod's not in.
Doesn't surprise me.
David Ortiz is in.
Okay, that's fine.
And that's what pisses me off because Big Papi did the same thing that Alex Rodriguez did, same thing that Barry Bonds did. And again, Barry Bonds, he gained 50 pounds.
No, he didn't do the same thing Barry Bonds. Barry Bonds juiced hard.
So Ortiz is...
He juiced hard, dude.
So Ortiz is the only one that's getting in. Bonds and Clemens got about 66%.
Well, Clemens shouldn't get in.
Why not?
You really?
He's the Rocket.
Are we gonna have this conversation?
Yeah.
Why you don't think he should have got in?
Oh, no, he should be in.
No, Clemens?
He should be in.
No, he shouldn't.
Why?
He cheated his way through half his fucking career.
Oh, give me a break.
He didn't?
At the end of the day, baseball was better with steroids.
Well, that doesn't. Okay, that's fine. But that doesn't mean he should go to the freaking Hall of Fame.
It's not your kidneys. It's not your liver.
You're absolutely right, but that doesn't mean he should be going to the Hall of Fame. Jesus, man, the guy's a fucking prick.
Baseball was
It's so
a lot
it's so
better with
obvious
steroids.
that it's so obvious that guy fucking did steroids too. Him and Barry Bonds. It's grossly obvious that guy did steroids.
I don't care what anyone says about Barry Bonds. That man could hit a baseball 600. He could hit at the freaking Oakland if he wanted to.
Yeah. Great hitter.
It was entertaining.
It's a great hitter.
McGuire, Sosa, Bonds. I don't care if they cheated. They need steroids back. Heck, if I'm Rob Manfred, if I'm the commissioner trying to get my shit together, I'm giving needles to all 30 teams. Inject this juice into your players' asses. I gotta save this game.
I hope people are MLB. I hope you're listening. Take notes.
Take
notes from K-Wall.
So Schilling's out, A-Rod's out.
Schilling we knew was not. Yeah, that was gonna be.
He deserved to get in. He got his
Schill.
Yeah. His mouth got him in trouble.
He pissed off. Made the baseball
boo-hoo.
mess and
Boo-hoo.
whatever. No, I'm just saying. But the way everything is right now, it's kind of like I agree with you. I'm just saying it's
But Big Papi did the same thing. Why does he get a pass? And Alex Rodriguez.
But did he? But did he? That's the thing. Did Papi ever get? Was there anything that ever said Papi did do?
No, he was just good to the media. That's what. And they.
But was there anything like? Because it was. I think it was tracked down to Bonds and Clemens. I don't think it was to Papi, but I could be wrong.
Ortiz's name was in the report.
I don't know.
It was in the report. I think just because he was classy with the media, where A-Rod would give it back, Clemens would give it back. Bonds, that's a whole different world. But I
don't know if A-Rod would give it back. It was just too stupid. A-Rod was he just didn't know.
I think A-Rod's eventually going to get in personally. I do.
I would hope he does. He was a great ball player. And you know what? Here's the thing about A-Rod. He admitted it.
Yeah, but he did it twice.
Like he admitted it. Yeah, he did it twice. That was the problem. But he came clean and said, okay, I did that. Take my home runs away.
So Barry Bonds is no longer eligible. His 10 years are up.
Neither Schill.
So
right?
Same with Schilling. Yeah. Same with Clemens, I believe. But
yes,
he's got all these records and milestones. If he's not in, then what do we do with him now? Do they stand? Does 762 still stand?
Of course they do.
So why not put him in the Hall of Fame then?
It's the same reason why Pete Rose is not in.
Oh, that's bullcrap.
Yeah, Pete Rose should be in there too. And Pete Rose, that was just betting, and I get it, but Pete Rose should be in as well.
I said it on Talking Baseball last week. Pete Rose will eventually get in, but it's going to be when he's dead. And me personally, I would not want to be in the Hall of Fame. If you're going to put me in now. Don't give me like this memorial service. Oh, once I'm gone, then you feel bad and put me in.
Like Gil Hodges right now.
Yeah, don't do that.
Yeah, but how I could see why. You know what? I'm so glad you brought that up, K-Wall, because I was thinking about. I had the conversation with that, my friend, and it's so true. Like, let's just think about this. You have a great Hall of Fame career, whether it be in football, baseball, basketball, hockey, whatever. You live, if you go to the Hall of Fame, you live forever with the annals of the greatest in your profession.
Yeah.
Forever. You live forever. You know how important that must be? Think about that. People can, it's bigger than life. It's bigger than death. When you could pass away, when you're in your deathbed, that forever you'll be in Cooperstown. You'll be in Canton. You'll be, your bust will be there. People come in and people will recognize and remember and still talk about you, even though you're gone.
I will never have that with Bonds.
It actually feels so important to an athlete, I bet.
Absolutely.
so important to an athlete.
Nothing beats when you watch. It's different with the NFL, but they have the camera, the cameras, and they're knocking on the doors. They break down. The players break down.
Of course, and I would.
It even tears me up.
Wouldn't you?
Yeah, absolutely.
You live forever. Does that not mean anything to anybody? Like here, you live forever. It's bigger than life. It's bigger than life.
I agree, 1,000%, and it breaks my heart. But again, Ortiz has a positive. Barry Bonds didn't.
Yeah, but his was grossly obvious.
But there's no proof. It's obvious that OJ killed his wife, but There was no.
Listen, you don't, in your baseball career, I'm sorry, I don't care who you are, you don't hit 78 home runs at 43 and get jacked at 40. Come on. At 43, he got fucking huge and he hit 73 bombs at 43.
So you're
I
happy
met
that
him
he's
when
not-
his-
So
when
you're
his head
happy
was
that
small.
he's not in.
I met him when his head was small.
Really?
As a pirate?
Yeah.
Good guy?
He was very small. He was small.
He was thin.
He was a very, very nice. I was a child. He was so nice to me. It was ridiculous.
Wow.
He was skinny, long guy. So he came up to me. My cousin signed. He signed his baseball card at
Yeah.
the dugout at Shea Stadium. Talked to us for a few minutes. Like he was really nice, and then that was it. And then
Wow.
Then he's on the Giants, and he's 5 times the size.
Yeah. I mean, look, I'm not going to take away from you that he was a great player. And that guy hit
He should be in the Hall of Fame. They made a mistake.
That guy hit moonshots. I would prefer him, actually, than Roger Clemens.
They should all be in. They all should be in.
Roger
Because
Clemens
baseball
is
let it
ridiculous.
happen.
What?
The baseball let it happen. So
Exactly.
they
Yeah.
should be let in.
Exactly. It's a disgrace. And you know what?
Clemens though, that guy's a piece of shit. That guy's, I can't.
Okay.
stand that guy. Well,
Doesn't matter. He's still a good ball player.
no, not for his second half of this season.
We're not electing people in just because there's a media bias. We have reporters electing these players into the Hall of Fame. And if you pissed off the media, you're not liked. Bonds did that. Clemens did that. Schillen obviously did that.
Did Clemens do it?
All he did was take steroids and like fucking country girls, okay? That's all he did.
Is that all?
Put him in.
And he threw a bat at Piazza, which really pissed me
Oh,
the
that's
fuck
why.
off.
Oh,
Loser.
now there's the bias.
That's not a
There's the
bias.
bias against Clemens.
There's not a bias like that. Fucking, you had a guy that can hand you your lunch every time you went up to the plate, and then he gets pissed off and he fucking pelts you in the fucking head.
Okay.
And then, okay, fine, he goes out and then he goes plays you again in the playoffs in the World Series, and he fucking throws the bat at you because he said it's in fucking. He thought it was the ball. Like he thought it was the ball. The bat broke, and he's like, "Why are you throwing it at me? I thought it was the ball." Well, if you thought it was the ball, you don't throw it at me. You throw it at first base, you asshole. What a fucking steroided piece of shit. Fuck him.
I thought he was rapping for a second too.
Okay. This is a good episode, my friend. I'm glad we're back
Awesome.
here, man.
Awesome, man.
Dude, so talking baseball.
Yeah,
what
we're
we got
back
going
on.
this week? What do we got going, bro?
Well, I got a lot to say now with this news. So tune in tomorrow, 6 p.m. We'll be here. Me, Sal, Carl, Matt. We'll be on Road Crew, Facebook Live. And I'm going to stop talking about baseball because I don't want to spoil it for tomorrow.
Yeah, very nice. And of course, follow me on Comics on Cannabis, my other podcast that I going on. We have other great new stuff happening this year that we're going to make announcements for as well. But make sure you follow us at Comics on Cannabis. But first, Poke the Woke. Had a good time here, my friend.
Awesome.
Good times, my friend CJ.
I can't wait to count my $25 next Tuesday.
This guy. Next week is going to be a very interesting. Make sure everyone that's watching or listening, tune in because it's going to get ugly. It's going to get ugly. And you know what the weird thing is? There's juice in the game only because we have something invested in it. But we can really
Exactly.
give a fuck about it.
You
as
know
we
what's the
think
thing?
about
When
it.
you gamble, you can turn a boring football. I mean, this is going to be an exciting game, but you can even turn a boring football Sunday into like P. Diddy's on New Year's Eve, pretty much.
You got to have skin in the game, man.
You
Have
know,
fun with it.
Just put $300 on one game, get whatever booze you need. It'll beat any New Year's Eve.
I'm down with it. You're absolutely
So,
right.
when we watch Jaguars Lions, we'll make it a fun day.
We're totally making a fun day. All right, guys, for I guess K-Wall, for Ed, CJ, thanks for being here. Until next time, right? We're out.
Peace out.